You got games on your phone?
You know, I generally believe that FNAF sister location is a narrative masterpiece, and in this video, I plan to dissect as much as I can from this game in an effort to prove this. This video is probably just gonna be me waffling about this very cool topic I'm deeply obsessed with, so don't expect any groundbreaking theories, although I will see the story of sister location through my eyes and my beliefs of the FNAF lore. These opinions include Will Care and Defending Security Breach. On God Dog, the 6 AM escape ending is harder than Offers death, even in the state the game is in, and I will die on this hill. So please don't put me in a spring lock suit for my opinion, okay? Thanks. Alright, on with the video. Now, before we can begin to talk about the main knights, we first have to talk about the opening cutscene that we see when we boot up the game for the very first time.
There's no doubting what you've achieved on a technical level. These are clearly state-of-the-art. There are just certain design choices that were made for these robots that we don't fully understand. We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
She can dance. She can sing. She's equipped with a built-in helium tank for inflating balloons right at her fingertips. She can take song requests. She can even dispense ice cream.
With all due respect, those aren't the design choices we were curious about, Mr. Afton.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's. Mr. Afton seems to be the designer of at least these animatronics. Now, in my mind, I'm wondering if this guy designed all the animatronics.
Yes, Mark, yes he did. The mysterious person seems to be interviewing Mr. Afton about his robot designs, specifically the fun times, and the weird design choices of them. A small playthrough of the game would make you think that he's questioning why Bolero has those fun bags, but a dig into the game files reveals the blueprints of these robots, with the fine print reading After Robotics. And from those blueprints we can see the designs the person was worried about. Parental voice sync and replay, variable sensor release, parental tracking, voice mimicking, deterrent misdirect, and collision sensor. Not to mention the kid inside Freddy's stomach. These robots seem to have been created for some evil purpose by this Mr. Afton. But who is he anyway? Well, we learned that in the books and some pre-release teases. In there, it's revealed that the guard of the abandoned Freddy's Pizzeria is actually the co-founder of it and the man behind the slaughter, with his real name being William Afton. And he built these robots with the intent to research more about a strange substance called Remnant. What is Remnant? TLDR, it's soul power.
What?
We don't need to know what it is. Yeah, that's it, I'm done with this microphone. Anyway, all this is to say that William Afton made these animatronics. Now, on to night one. The first night shift.
Why won't you let me play with her?
The first night shift puts us in an elevator appearing to descend underground. This elevator seems to be very sci-fi and high-tech, a far cry from the 4 games before it. We see posters of the animatronics which are very cheerful and whimsical in nature, contrasting the dead-end job aura of the elevator you find yourself in. It's very clear that you're a mere lab rat as an employee of this facility. Suddenly,
welcome to the first day of your exciting new career. Whether you were approached at a job fair, read our ad and screws, bolts, and hairpins, or if this is the result of a dare, we welcome you. I will be your personal guide to help you get started. I'm a Model 5 of the Handyman's Robotics and Unit Repair System, but you can call me Hand Unit. Your new career promises challenge, intrigue, and endless janitorial opportunities. Please enter your name as seen above the keypad. This cannot be changed later, so please be careful.
the hand unit reveals itself to you. It has the shape of a key, maybe a jab at how this robot manager is the quote-unquote key to not dying in this facility. The unit has a post-it stuck above the screen. A name, Mike, stuck there as if a reminder of who owns it. But it's not immediately clear if we are playing as Mike or if Mike is just the previous owner of this hand unit. You struggle with the keypad trying to spell your name, and in the end...
It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. One moment. Welcome, Eggs Benedict.
Oh boy, this hand unit is gonna be very unreliable.
Huh? What is this song? What is this jingle? Now is not the time for this. I'm descending to my death.
Yeah, I'm dying in this facility.
You can now open the elevator using that bright, red, and obvious button. Let's get to work.
As the door opens, you see in front of you what appears to be a vent, strewn with yellow caution tape, but you still go through it. I wonder what could have happened in this vent.
Allow me to fill this somewhat frightening silence with some light-hearted banter. Due to the massive success, and even more so the unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, it was clear that the stage was set, no pun intended, for another contender in children's entertainment. Unlike most entertainment venues, our robotic entertainers are rented out for private parties during the day, and it's your job to get the robots back in proper working order before the following morning.
Cool. So as far as the helper tells us, there's no more Freddy's at this point in time. They've all been shut down, or maybe it's been shut down. The unit speaks of Freddy's as only one establishment, but the vintage Springlock training tapes in FNAF 3 tell us there's multiple Springlock suits across multiple Freddy's, but this could easily be a retcon. Either way, it seems like we're tasked with maintaining these robots, so we can assume that the rental service is still open and in operation. So maybe it's shut down after the events of this location. We managed to crawl through the vent into a main control room.
You are now in the primary control module. Let's turn on the light and see if Ballora is on stage. Uh-oh. It looks like Ballora doesn't feel like dancing. Let's give her some motivation. Excellent. Let's see what Funtime Foxy is up to. Looks like Funtime Foxy is taking the day off. Let's motivate Funtime Foxy with a controlled shock. Looks like Funtime Foxy is in perfect working order. Great job! In front of you is another vent shaft. Crawl through it to reach the Circus Gallery control module.
Why are they kept active and locked in rooms like a zoo? Are they really that dangerous and self-aware enough to know when someone's trying to deactivate them?
Judging from those blueprints, is it too far of a stretch to assume that the spirits are awake and being kept as prisoners inside the animatronics? I'm half expecting a don't feed sign at the front of the stages.
And also that's another thing. Why are stages there in the first place? Shouldn't they just be in storage? Why give them these rooms and stages if they're never gonna perform down here? I mean, Circus Baby Pizza, but we get into that 2 nights later.
And also that's meant to be above ground. Now I understand why Steelwool wants to go back to the origins of Fazbear Entertainment. Whether it's the Fall Fest game or something else, it might retcon the sister location bunker to be more believable.
And if the scooper that the Mimic fell victim to is the scooper from Sister Location, if that even is the canon ending, then that would be a pretty good retcon. But back to the control room, Hand Unit wants us to also tase Baby. Then we end the night.
Ah yes, the post shift, where the main character gets to enjoy some time at home and I get to rant about FNAF. Our protagonist, which I'll call Mike for now based off the post-it on the Hand Unit, enjoys his favorite soap opera in an armchair with some popcorn, which can occasionally contain small robot dolls. What soap opera is Mike watching? Well, it's The Immortal and the Restless, of course. In this show, a vampire named Vlad and his human wife Clara have a fight over who the baby belongs to, with the father always denying it. It's really not much, but maybe it'll be important later. Okay, it's time to rant. I've heard the FNAF movie trailer was on television. That's just not fair. How come we didn't get it? I swear, video games are so rare in Romania. I mean, not that we don't have tech stores with Payday 3 on clearance, but it's just that we live in a very weird society. Most of the country still has communist tendencies. We have a town called Sector 4. That's ripped straight out of Half-Life 2, so video games are usually seen as a drug or an addiction. If you tell an old man in Bucharest that you play video games, he's either gonna call the cops or a priest. Like, we barely got any video game stuff airing on television. The only video game commercials I've ever seen in my entire life are free Nintendo advertisements, which is the most hated video game company in Romania, and that Cyberpunk ad with Keanu Reeves. That's it. 4. I mean, Cyberpunk made it to Romanian telly. That's how ambitious it was. Oh, how far it fell. And then it got an anime on Netflix and I stopped caring. TLDR, I'm just jealous FNAF never made it to Romanian television.
Daddy, you let the other children go see her. Why won't you let me go?
I have no comments here. Night 2 is night 2. Also, fun fact, Tuesdays are actually worse than Monday. I'm just gonna skim through this because I realize if you wanna watch a graphic novel, just buy the damn game or pirate it on Steam Unlocked. I don't care.
Welcome back for another night of intellectual stimulation, pivotal career choices, and self-reflection on past mistakes. Using the keypad below, please select a new companion voice.
Okay, well, obviously Roxy.
It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will autocorrect it for you. Thank you for choosing Angsty Teen.
The elevator stopped. You know the routine. You can get out now or whatever. Stay here if you want. So, funny story. A dead body was found in this vent once.
Yeah, that's real funny. Hey, you know that vent you're in right now? Yeah, somebody died inside.
Okay, let's start with your nightly chores. You should check on Ballora and make sure she's on her stage, but whatever. Huh. I guess Ballora has better things to do. Let's zap her. That should be fun. Let's check on Funtime Foxy. Make sure he's ready for showtime tomorrow.
Great.
There seems to have been a problem with the voice synthesizer. Default settings have been restored. Please proceed through the vent ahead of you to Circus Baby's auditorium. Circus Baby had a busy day today. Let's check the light and make sure she's in proper working order. Oh, Circus Baby, we aren't here to play hide and seek. Let's encourage Baby to come out of hiding with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. There seems to be a power malfunction that is affecting our ability to properly motivate Baby. Please stand by while I reboot the system.
I don't recognize you. You are new.
Yeah.
I remember this scenario, however.
No BDSM, please.
It's a strange thing to want to do, to come here. I'm curious what events would lead a person to want to spend their nights in a place like this.
I was promised intercourse with a robot.
There is a space under the desk. Someone before you crafted it into a hiding place, and it worked for him. You will be safe there. When your guide comes back online, he is going to tell you that he was unsuccessful, that you must restart the system manually. He will then tell you to crawl through Ballora Gallery as fast as you can to reach the breaker room. If you follow his instructions, you will die. Go slowly.
Thank you for your patience. You will need to restart the power system manually. Please return to the primary control module.
Alright, half the night is done. Surely there's not that many lore bits left, right? I'm leaving that for next episode. Fuck that shit. No, this song's too good. I'm not singing. I'm not ready to lay. I'm not ready to fade. Jesus fucking Christ.